Right now, somewhere close to you, a cat is purring. Maybe on a couch, maybe curled on a warm lap. And whoever's petting it is thinking one simple thought: my cat is happy. But that thought might be completely wrong. We've believed the same thing about purring for over 100 years. Purr equals happy. It's one of the few animal behaviors we're sure we've solved. But the more scientists actually study it, the more that certainty falls apart. Because the purr isn't a happiness signal, it's something far stranger, and once you understand it, you'll never hear it the same way again. Let's start with a question that sounds simple, but isn't. How does a cat even make that sound? You'd think we'd know by now. But purring is one of biology's quiet little mysteries. For years, scientists assumed cats were vibrating their vocal cords the way we hum. Then closer research revealed the truth was weirder. The purr comes from tiny muscles inside the cat's voice box, twitching incredibly fast, somewhere between 25 and 150 times every single second. As the cat breathes in and out, air passes through, and those twitching muscles chop the airflow into that steady, rolling rumble. That's why a purr never breaks when the cat inhales. It's constant, seamless. A cat is basically a small engine that idles whenever it's calm. But here's the part that breaks the happiness theory wide open. Cats don't only purr when they're calm, cats purr when they're terrified. They purr at the vet, shaking on a cold metal table. They purr when they're injured. They purr while giving birth. And, unsettlingly, cats often purr while they're dying. Animal doctors see it constantly. A badly hurt cat, barely able to move, still rumbling softly. If purring only meant happiness, none of this would make any sense at all. So scientists stopped asking, is the cat happy? And started asking a much better question. What is the purr actually for? And the answer is remarkable. Purring might be a form of self-repair. Those vibration frequencies, 25 to 150 Hz, aren't random at all. They land in the exact range shown to stimulate healing in bone and tissue. Human doctors use similar low-frequency vibrations in physical therapy to help fractures mend and muscles recover faster. Astronauts use vibration platforms to fight the muscle loss that comes from floating in zero gravity. And cats, with no technology whatsoever, seem to be doing the very same thing from the inside. Picture a wild cat that's been hurt in a fight. It can't visit a doctor. It can't afford to rest for weeks in the open. So its body does something extraordinary. It purrs. Those vibrations may boost blood flow, release natural painkillers, and speed up the repair of bone and muscle. The purr becomes a built-in recovery system, running quietly beneath the fur. Suddenly, that injured cat purring on the vet's table isn't confusing at all. It's not saying, I'm happy, it's saying, I'm healing. But cats aren't only healing themselves with this sound. They're also talking. And sometimes they're straight up lying to us. Researchers who studied pet cats found that not all purrs are equal. When a cat wants food, it changes the purr. It slips a sharp, high-pitched cry underneath the low rumble. And here's the disturbing part: that hidden frequency sits in the same range as a human baby's cry. The exact sound our brains are wired to react to instantly and helplessly. Scientists actually tested this. They played 2 purrs to volunteers. One was an ordinary content purr. The other was this special demanding purr. Every time, people rated the demanding one as more urgent, more annoying, harder to ignore. The cat had figured out how to hack the human brain. It buried a baby's cry inside a cozy, comforting sound, so we'd feel soothed and compelled to obey at the exact same time. Feed me. Now. But nicely. And that's not some accident. It's the result of thousands of years of living right beside us. In fact, wild cats barely meow at each other at all. The meow is a language cats developed almost entirely for humans because they learned it gets results. And the purr got the same upgrade. A cat purring on your lap isn't only relaxing. It may be running a quiet, subtle program built to keep you close, keep you affectionate, and keep you feeding it. We think we own cats. Cats may honestly think they've trained us. Now, here's where it goes even deeper. Kittens purr almost from birth, within just a few days before their eyes have even opened. And they don't do it out of joy. They do it to survive. A tiny blind kitten purring tells its mother exactly where it is, and that it's still alive. The mother purrs back, and those gentle vibrations calm the litter and signal that everything is safe. Long before a cat is happy, before it's ever hurt, before it learns to manipulate a single human, the purr is already doing its oldest job, keeping a helpless kitten connected to the one creature that can keep it alive. So step back and look at everything this one sound is doing. It heals wounds. It soothes fear. It bonds a mother to her babies. It manipulates humans. It runs during birth, during stress, even during death. A single sound quietly doing a dozen completely different jobs. And that raises a strange, almost uncomfortable idea. Maybe the purr was never really about emotion at all. Maybe we invented the happy cat story because it's comforting to us. It's simply easier to believe our pet adores us than to accept that the purr is a survival tool we happen to find pleasant. But honestly, that might make it more beautiful, not less. Because think about what your cat is truly doing when it curls against you and starts that soft rumble. It's using a sound older than human civilization itself, a sound that can knit broken bones back together, a sound that once kept blind kittens alive in the dark, a sound shaped across millions of years and countless generations of wild predators. And it's choosing to aim that ancient sound directly at you. So the next time a cat purrs beside you, don't just assume it's happy. Listen closer. That soft vibration might be a cat quietly healing itself. It might be a clever little demand disguised as pure affection. It might be an instinct as old as cats themselves. Or it might be all of it at once, wrapped inside the most misunderstood sound in the entire animal kingdom. And here's the wildest thought of all. Your cat has no idea it's doing anything remarkable. To the cat, this is just breathing, just being a cat. We're the ones who spent 100 years staring at something genuinely magical and completely missing what it truly was. That's why the purr may be the closest thing the animal world has to a quiet superpower, hidden in plain sight, humming away on laps and windowsills in a language we're only just beginning to understand.